Good morning. My name is Judy O'Rourke, Board of Governor from the West Seneca Developmental Center chapter. It is an honor to be here today with all of you. The Thomas A. Maul Direct Support Professional Excellence Award was established to recognize direct support professionals, more commonly referred to as DSPs, who consistently demonstrate excellence, creativity, and commitment in providing supports to people who have intellectual and developmental disabilities. 4 DSPs from across the state are recognized each year. Each recipient receives an award and a check for $2,500 in appreciation for their unwavering commitment to the quality of life for the people they support. We also thank all of our DSP Excellence Award nominees for everything they do. We could not accomplish what we do without any of you or your fellow colleagues. I would like now to invite Jack Kowalczyk, our president, to say a few words.
Thank you, Judy. The past 18 months have been unlike any other we have ever experienced in the history of our organization. In addition to an already difficult job, our chapters, staffs, individuals, and families have had to endure the ravaging effects of the COVID-19 pandemic and short staffing. Our DSPs have stood by our side throughout the pandemic. We have asked so much of them, often at their own personal risk, to keep our loved ones safe. And they not only stepped up to do what was needed at the beginning of this pandemic, they continue to do so. With compassion and dedication to the care they provide, each DSP is worth more than we could ever truly recognize, and we can never repay them for their kindness, professionalism, and dedication. In recognition of all our DSP nominees who are not receiving an award today, we will once again be presenting each with a check for $250 and a certificate of recognition as our way of thanking them for a job well done. In 2020, we adopted the slogan, "Stronger Together," to embrace all of who we are. This slogan stands true today and will be for days to come, because each and every one of us, of you, we are stronger together. A thank you. It's now my pleasure to introduce Eric Geyser, CEO of the ARC New York. Eric?
Thank you, Jack, and good morning, everybody. It's great to see such a large group on this Thursday fall morning. I just want to echo Jack's sentiments and take a moment to really reiterate how important our direct workforce is to not only our organization, but the entire field. I mean it sincerely. They are our foundation. They are our bedrock. Nothing happens at the ARC New York without a talented and dedicated workforce, including our winners today. And that's Mark, Michael, Sheila, and Dean, but also the thousands of other DSPs who work across our ARC chapters in New York State. Congratulations to the winners today, but a sincere appreciation to all of our DSPs across the state for their efforts, their dedication, their commitment to the people we support. We are humbled by your service, and congratulations. Now on to the awards. Judy?
Thank you, Eric. The value of our direct support professionals cannot be understated. With us today to say a few words is John Raphael, Director of Educational Services at the National Alliance for Direct Support Professionals. His career spans over 35 years, and those years have been spent teaching direct support professionals and the people they support. Most of the people with whom he has worked and supported over the last 30 plus years are people with whom over the last 30 plus years are people with intellectual and developmental disabilities, at-risk youth, and people with chronic and terminal illnesses in home care settings. John founded his own international direct support professional consulting company in 2012. And over the last several years, in contract with the National Alliance for Direct Support Professionals, has developed many exciting and informative training programs and helped propel the NADSP into international prominence, and became NADSP's Director of Educational Services in December of 2016. John has educated tens of thousands of people in the NADSP Code of Ethics and Competencies. And most recently, the NADSP Informed Decision-Making Curriculum and Frontline Supervisor Train the Trainer Curriculum. It is my great pleasure to welcome Mr. John Raphael.
Judy, thank you. Eric and Jack and everybody, thank you so much. Just a couple words I'd like to share with you. And first and foremost, congratulations to all the winners and all the nominees. This is such an important thing that you're doing, and that obviously NYSARC is doing, to recognize who we have long known. I think you all have long known, and I think, Eric, you said it. Without direct support professionals, we don't exist. We can't exist in our service system. They are the bedrock. And what my organization does, the National Alliance for Direct Support Professionals, we have worked for the last 25 years to elevate the status of direct support professionals. And we're dependent on organizations like yours that are recognizing direct support professionals with such events like this, awards ceremonies. These are very important, but we also have to look at the long game of this. John F. Kennedy Jr. was our founder. And as you all know, I'm sure you all well know, the contributions from the Kennedy family have been probably some of the most important policy, funding, and even ideological developments in terms of understanding the importance of valuing people with intellectual and developmental disabilities. Between policy work, deinstitutionalization, funding for research, Special Olympics, for crying out loud. I mean, what the Kennedy family brought to our world and brought to the planet literally brought people with disabilities out of the closet and out of the institutional closets, thank goodness. But John F. Kennedy Jr., John Jr., he was almost a prophet, because he saw in the 80s and the 90s that the community integration movement, the community inclusion movement, was all, like Eric said, who really was part of that movement to make it happen were direct support workers and direct support professionals, certainly family members, and certainly organizations that were all part of getting people with disabilities into where they belong, which is their communities. But it was the direct support professionals that ultimately did the day-to-day, the very, very critical activities of advocacy, of activity, supporting activities of daily living, helping people with employment. The list goes on, right? But what John F. Kennedy Jr. saw was not only a lack of respect for this workforce, but a lack of understanding. So what my organization has done, he passed away, obviously, in 1999, very sadly, but he was the founder of the National Alliance for Direct Support Professionals. And we are laser focused, and we are continuing his incredible legacy, which is to bring direct support professionals to the top of our food chain, where they belong, where they're respected, where they're treated like professionals, where they are absolutely compensated. This is beyond a NYSARC issue. This is a policy issue when it comes to wages and all the other things that I've mentioned about the respect of direct support professionals. That said, a couple more things, and I'm going to get to the awards. One thing that we're doing from a national level, working in Washington, D.C., we are absolutely going to secure something called a standardized occupational classification. Direct support professionals don't have that. They're not recognized by the United States Department of Labor or any state's Department of Labor. They're kind of lumped in with home health aides, personal care aides, certified nurses aides. And those are wonderful professions. Don't get me wrong. We love CNAs and PCAs and HHAs, but direct support professionals, it's a different complex and set of competencies. And it's a different profession. When you're working, there's 1.5 million direct support professionals in the United States working solely with people with intellectual disabilities. That's 1.5 million really, truly anonymous workers. We're trying to change that. We're going to change that. We finally have some support from some policymakers, from some Congress people and senators from all around the country who are going to help us get this standardized occupational classification. And although that might sound like a very boring thing to most people, it's a critical and probably one of the most important milestones in direct support professional development in a generation. So we're working on that. We're continuing to do our work all around North America, developing direct support professionals with training, with certification. Stay tuned. There's a lot more coming up. But what I'm going to do right now is I am going to congratulate personally from the National Alliance for Direct Support Professionals, Mark, Michael, Sheila, and Dean. Congratulations. Don't spend all that money in one place. And all the nominees. Congratulations to you all. Eric said it best. You're the bedrock. You're the bedrock of what we do. From my heart, from the National Alliance for Direct Support Professionals, and I think from the family members and the people you support, congratulations. Thank you for having me. It's an honor to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, John. Now on to the awards. The Thomas A. Maul Direct Support Professional Excellence Award was established in 2007 as the organization's way of honoring Tom Maul, who during his tenure as OPWDD Commissioner from 1993 to 2006 addressed many of the longstanding issues that face the IDD field and the people and the families we support. He was not only the commissioner, he was a friend of our organization. The ARC New York shared with Commissioner Maul a major priority, the true recognition of our workforce. This award is presented in his name with pride for all that he did to ensure that people with intellectual and developmental disabilities had an opportunity to live healthy and productive lives in their community. Before we introduce each of this year's recipients and present them with their awards, we would like to show a short video in recognition of our DSPs and the DSPs who we are here today to celebrate. If we can show the video now.
I want to say a great big thank you to all of our DSPs. You are all professional, career-minded, occupational focused people who do a great job day in and day out to make life the best it can be for every person we serve, whether it's in the residential setting, day hab settings, or any other part of our agency. And I thank you for all of the hard work, the time, the energy, the little extras you put into things. It's important that you've been there and carried on and carried through and been there in place of families who couldn't be there and in place of folks that don't have any family. You really are the extended family for the folks you serve in the homes in our programs. And I thank you again from the bottom of my heart and from all of the board and all of the staff and everybody we serve in our whole community to say thank you very much for doing your job to the best of your ability professionally every day. Thank you very much.
It now gives me great pleasure to present the 2021 Thomas A. Maul Direct Support Excellence Awards to 4 extremely deserving recipients. The first award goes to Dean Evans of the ARC Oneida Lewis. Dean has been employed as a residence manager for the past 9 years by the ARC Oneida Lewis. He works in a small IRA with 3 people. The house was designed to support people on the autism spectrum with a strong focus on communication and emphasis on creating circles of support that would help the residents prosper and live a valuable life. Dean has embraced this concept and ensures each person can participate in their community and in activities that are meaningful to them. When asked why he works at the ARC, Dean says it's all about the people he supports and making a difference in their lives. Dean absolutely makes a positive impact on the lives of the people he supports. He offers stability, consistency, and a knowledge base that sometimes is difficult to achieve in today's staffing crisis. Please welcome Mr. Dean Evans. Mr. Evans is joined by Gail Niskowitz, COO of the ARC Oneida Lewis. Gail will be presenting the award to Dean.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody, and thank you to the ARC New York as well as the Scholarship and Awards Committee for sponsoring this tremendous recognition each year. Our DSPs are our backbone and we are nothing without you. So thank you to all of you. And congratulations to all the nominees and to the award winners for this award as well as to Dean. So I'm going to tell you a little bit more about Dean. As was mentioned, he works in one of our small IRAs. And this IRA has a focus that emphasizes communication, family involvement, and the circle of support for the individuals. And the IRA has very involved parents, as you can imagine, and they consider Dean extended families, especially this time during the pandemic, during the suspension of visitation, as well as the starts and stops of visitation due to exposures and quarantines. And one of the moms wrote that she knew that her son gave Dean his stamp of approval because he's essentially nonverbal. But one time when visitation wasn't allowed, he mentioned Dean's name to his mom, something he had never done. So she knew that Dean has made an impact on her son and he's well cared for. Dean is a mentor to our new hires. He's the first person a lot of our staff meet. But Dean doesn't just teach them the job, the task that he has to do. He instills on them a philosophy, a way to work with individuals, to instill upon the staff that we're there for them. Without the individuals, we are nothing. And we have to always make sure the individuals come first. Dean is a deep thinker. He often will think of different ideas, different ways we can do things. He will never come to me with a problem without at least one solution. He always is trying to think of ways to make life better for the individuals as well as the staff. And he also is invested in learning himself. Dean is involved in the Department of Labor Apprenticeship Program, and he is well on his way to earning his journeyman card for DSP curriculum, and has really taken advantage of that curriculum. He is not just taking the minimum courses, he's taking advantage as much as he can for that program. So we are extremely proud of Dean, and I'm going to present him to you now. Karen Howitzer is here to present him with his award.
Just wanted to say thank you for everybody that brought me to this point. I hope I can continue to do better than I have already. So I just wanted to say thank you.
Thank you, Dean, for everything you've done. Congratulations again. I'm so proud of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Gail, and congratulations, Dean. Our second recipient is Mark Branigan, nominated by our Clinton County Chapter Advocacy and Resource Center. Mark has been with the Clinton County Chapter for 27 years and is incredibly inspired, creative, and motivated. Over the course of his career at the Advocacy and Resource Center, he has spearheaded many projects and programs and has initiated many events to benefit and enrich the lives of the people supported by the center. Currently, Mark works in conjunction with the Community Pre-Vocational Program and the IRA program in the role of recreational coordinator for the individuals. Mark takes it upon himself to find and set up incredible opportunities for the individuals he supports and publishes a monthly recreational calendar. Please welcome Mr. Mark Branigan. Joining Mark is Robin Pierce, Executive Director of the Advocacy and Resource Center.
So Mark, I want you to know how incredibly proud the ARC is of you. We already knew just how special you are and are very pleased that you are being recognized with the Thomas A. Maul Direct Support Professional Excellence Award. You're a treasured direct support professional, our go-to guy for practically every activity at our agency. You put the people we support first in every aspect of what you do, and the people we support love to participate in whatever you're planning, especially your outdoor challenges. Our agency and Special Olympics in this region are the winners because of the enthusiasm, creativity, and dedication that you bring to whatever you do. Thank you for being you, Mark.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much for the award, and I wanted to congratulate the fellow winners. The three of you sound awesome from reading your bios and hearing the different things. Also, been lucky to be here 27 years. Would not be up here getting the award at all if it wasn't for the agency and everything they've done for me. And lastly, this one definitely goes out to all the participants that have been here through my whole time and will continue to be through the ARCs. Thank you very much.
You're more than welcome. Congratulations, and thank you, Robin, and thank you to all of the people in the room with you. Our third recipient today is Mr. Michael Borrelli, nominated by the ARC Jefferson St. Lawrence. In his 2-decade career at the ARC Jefferson St. Lawrence, Mike has become a staff member that will do anything asked and always keeps the interests of people supported by the agency in all activities. He started as a direct support staff person, working at a day habilitation, and quickly was selected to join the crisis support team. Mike took on this role, as he does with all tasks, with enthusiasm and care. Mike is a role model for newer staff, acting in a mentor capacity to assist people as they get trained on site. He creates strong relationships with people supported by the agency and inspires staff to do the same. Mike shows staff that they need to know the likes and interests of the people they work with to help them attain their life goals. Please join me as we congratulate Mr. Borrelli. Joining Michael is Howie Ganter, Executive Director, the ARC Jefferson St. Lawrence.
First of all, thank you to the ARC New York and for the Scholarship Committee for selecting Michael. We think he's pretty special. As you said, Michael's been an employee of the ARC since 2001, starting with St. Lawrence Nice Arc. And when we merged in January of 2019, and working up until that point, Michael was very involved in the transition and assisted in that process. As noted, he's worked in various capacities as a DSP and takes on any responsibility that he's asked. He's volunteered for additional responsibilities, such as working, as mentioned, the crisis support team. He's attended advocacy events on a regular basis. He volunteers for weekend activities for the people we support, and often rearranges his own personal schedule in preference of his family to meet the needs of the people that we support. He's very familiar with the needs, the likes, and the aspirations of those we support, and works closely with them to ensure the activities they are provided with and the experiences they're involved in fit into what they wish to do. He also volunteers both at the agency events and has coached our athletes in Special Olympics in both basketball and softball, producing some winning teams. He's also mentored and supported our newer staff, as been relayed, by serving as a role model and assisting in training them. He served as a CPR and skip instructor and became med certified to assist in both residential and our day programs. He's always looking to improve and acquire new skills. It was instrumental in success of our arts program here in St. Lawrence County. He's truly an advocate for the people we support and very person-centered, encourages people for individual growth and development. He was previously honored by the agency as DSP of the Year, and he's an active member of our employee advisory group, advocating for the people we support, but also for his peers. He exemplifies what a DSP should be, and we are honored and pleased that he was selected for the Thomas A. Maul DSP Award for our region. Congratulations, Michael. As noted, DSPs are truly the lifeblood of our organization, and you are a good example of that.
Thank you very much. I'd like to thank you guys for this honor and recognition. It really means a lot to me. I'm lucky to be able to get up and go to work every morning knowing that I make a difference in somebody's life. Not everyone can say that, but direct support professionals truly have an impact on their communities through assisting the people we support. DSPs help the world around us become more accepting and inclusive. I'll admit that being a DSP can be stressful and hard at times, but more often it is truly rewarding. Nothing is more meaningful than watching someone achieve a personal goal or learning to be as independent as possible. As DSPs, we are not school teachers, but we often teach. We're not nurses, but we still assist in healthcare and the people we support. We're not parents, but we want to guide people to learn what is right or wrong. You rarely hear children saying they want to be a DSP when they get older. And I get it. As a kid, I dreamed of being a police officer, a fireman, maybe the president of the United States. But I took this job shortly after high school, and I was only planning to stay a short time. Now, over 20 years later, I have grown to love being a DSP. I'm proud to have made it my career. It is great to have a job where every day is an adventure, and I can help assist people grow, learn, and reach their potential. Thank you again for selecting me to receive this award.
Thank you, Michael, and congratulations. Our last, but certainly not least award recipient is Ms. Sheila Taylor, nominated by the Livingston, Wyoming chapter, which is now the ARC Glow. Sheila is described as being a stable, reliable, direct support professional at the ARC's Turtle Rock IRA for 13 years. Sheila is a self-starter who initiates completion of routines and tasks. More importantly, Sheila goes above and beyond job expectations. As a senior staff person, Sheila sets the bar for all staff, and she sets that bar very high because of her commitment and dedication to the people she supports. Staff often comment on how they look up to Sheila. Sheila consistently role models kindness, a strong work ethic, person-centeredness, and empathy. She is the ideal DSP who reliably puts her heart into her work every day. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you Ms. Sheila Taylor. Joining Ms. Taylor is Deborah Tuckerman, Director of Residential Services at the Arc Glow.
Thank you, ARC New York and the Scholarship and Awards Committee. Today, we, all of us, have the pleasure and privilege of presenting our very own Sheila Taylor with the 2021 Thomas A. Maul Direct Support Professional Excellence Award. Sheila has spent the last 13 years right here in this very home, our beloved Turtle Rock, Iowa, serving as a direct support professional. And yet the title almost seems too limiting to describe Sheila, who has taken on many roles during her tenure here. She's teacher, care provider, cook. Apparently she makes an amazing tuna melt. A driver, a mentor, a companion, a constant friend. There is seemingly nothing that Sheila won't do to improve the lives of people that she supports. It is not unlike Sheila to come in on her personal time if she feels that she can somehow make a person's life better. When we're pulling together the nomination packet to submit to ARC New York, many, many people came forward wanting to contribute their thoughts and feelings about Sheila. And here are some of their words. Sheila takes the time to make each individual feel like they are a king or a queen. Sheila's loving presence makes the individuals she works with feel seen, truly heard, and loved. In fact, I have never worked with someone who seems so much like family to the people they serve. Sheila is the backbone and mother figure of the house. Sheila is a selfless, humble, dependable, caring human being. Sheila is one of the kindest, most compassionate individuals I have ever met. It is nothing for her to check in and make you feel good about your day just by listening. And here is my favorite one of all. She does my hair. She makes my heart happy. Oh. Our Turtle Rock, Iowa has gone through many changes over the years and some very recent sad times. But the one constant has been the loving support that Sheila provides to each and every individual and the thoughtful guidance and kind ear that she lends to her peers and coworkers. She really is the ideal DSP. What an honor and a blessing to have Sheila Taylor in our lives. And what a true privilege it is to present Sheila with the Thomas A. Maul Direct Support Professional Excellence Award today.
And I, as board president, want to say thank you to Sheila. We lost one of our residents here at the house recently. This week, the funeral, the family made it a point to say thank you to Sheila for all she did in the last days of that person's life and how meaningful she is to all of the folks in this house. And that family wanted me to express their thanks to Sheila and all the folks in this house for taking care of their loved ones so well. And that's what it's all about.
I want to thank the ARC of New York for creating this award to recognize what we do. And I want to thank Javon Saunders for nominating me and for all of you who said kind things about me. I really appreciate it. I don't feel that I'm unique, and I certainly don't work alone. I work with kind, competent, talented people who are dedicated to our folks here. And we've had a traumatic year here. We've lost 3 people, and we've gone through some difficult times together. And then we get somebody new here who is Miss Melanie, who is a ray of sunshine to us. So life goes on and we do it together, and I'm so very, very grateful. They say you can't be happy unless you're grateful first, and I am extremely grateful and very happy to be part of the Turtle Rock family and the ARC family. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sheila. Thank you, Sheila. Congratulations. And thank you, Deborah. This concludes our 2021 Thomas A. Maul Direct Support Professional Excellence Awards presentation. On behalf of the Scholarship and Awards Work Group and the entire ARC New York family, I want to extend our sincere appreciation to today's award recipients, as well as all of this year's nominees, for embodying the vision, mission, and values of our organization. Congratulations to all, and thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day, everyone, and enjoy your celebration.
Congratulations to everyone. Have a great day.
Thank
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.